Hello and welcome to Selenium WebDriver tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn how to download other browser drivers like Firefox and Edge browser drivers and see how we can execute our script in other browsers as well. So as we have seen in the previous tutorial that how we can go ahead and run our test case in the Chrome browser using the Chrome driver. Okay, so we have set the property, we have downloaded the Chrome driver. So for executing your test case in a different browser like Firefox or Edge, it's very similar. You just have to get the specific browser driver and set the system property. Okay, so to get the browser driver, simply go to the Selenium downloads. So selenium.dev/downloads, scroll down to the browser section and we'll download the Gecko driver for the Firefox. So we'll go to the documentation of that, and then we need to download the Edge as well. Okay, so let's go to the documentation of Edge browser. So in the Gecko driver, you'll see the supported platform, which shows the mapping between the Gecko releases and the versions, okay, of the Firefox. So we'll check our Firefox version. So let me open the Firefox browser and confirm the version. So to check the version, go to help, about Firefox, and the version I have is 76.0.164-bit. okay, let's go to the WebDriver page, and here 0.26.0 should be fine because minimum is 60 and max is not applicable. So our version is above 60, so I'll go ahead with this version of Gecko driver. So we'll go to the Gecko driver releases and get this release. Okay, so we'll simply click it, and so for our platform, so Windows 64, we'll simply download this one. Okay, and similarly for the Edge driver, we'll go to the Edge browser. All right, and let me go there. So Edge browser, and go to help and about Microsoft Edge to find the version. So version is 81.0.416.77, 64-bit. Let's download the WebDriver for Edge as well. So Edge driver, so we'll go to the releases. So we had 81, right? So 81.0.416, and depending on what operating system you have, so you have to download. So we had Windows 64-bit, so this is the one. Just click on it, and Edge driver underscore Win64, right? So just save it. So now we have saved these files. Okay, we'll unzip it. So we'll just unzip, we'll extract Gecko driver and Edge driver, and then simply copy these. So Gecko and Edge driver, we'll cut these and put it in the browser drivers. Okay, so we have all these drivers at a specific location. So now we just have to refer to this particular location. So now what we'll do is we'll try to execute our script in Firefox as well as Edge driver. So simply what we have to change here is we have to first create an object for the Firefox driver. So we'll just change this, we'll copy it three times. So we'll just say Firefox driver is equal to new Firefox driver. Okay, and just hover over this line, and it just import the class. So import Firefox driver, and that error will go away. Now in the system property, what we have to do is, so WebDriver dot gecko driver, so we have to change the property to gecko in order to run our code on the Firefox driver. And here we'll simply copy the exe for the Firefox driver, okay, and paste here. Okay, now if you run this particular test, it will run on Firefox browser. So save the file and run again. Now you can see it will launch Firefox browser and open google.com, right? So that's the only change you have to do in your script to run your test case on Firefox browser. Now there are a lot better ways to do, you know, to handle different multiple browsers when you are executing a script, but this is just a beginning, so I'm just showing you the possibility of Selenium WebDriver that you can achieve in your web automation. Now we'll configure the execution for the Edge browser as well. So to configure the Edge browser, you just change it to WebDriver dot edge dot driver and copy the location of the Edge driver. Okay, and here we'll simply change to MS Edge driver. Okay, and here we'll instantiate, or we'll create an object of the Edge driver. Okay, so we'll say Edge driver is equal to new Edge driver and import the Edge driver. Okay, and if you run your test again, so we'll save this file and run the test. Now Edge browser should open and open google.com. So that's how you will configure your execution on different browser. Now if you're running your test cases or distributing your test cases on other machines, for example Mac, there is a Safari browser as well that you can run your test case on, and you can download Safari browser, Safari driver as well. The steps are all same, so simply, you know, like these are all the supported browsers. So Firefox we have seen, Internet Explorer is sort of you know, only version 11 is supported, so it requires additional configuration. Safari driver is supported by Apple, so the step will be exactly similar. You just download Safari driver and configure the system property and do your execution. You have the Opera driver and the Edge. So we have seen Edge, Chrome. So Chrome and Firefox, these are the most widely used browsers that you need to at least support your web applications on. So your automation will mostly be run on these browsers. But if there are other, you know, browsers that you need to support, so you can easily configure your test cases on other browsers as well, for example Safari or Opera as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all about how you can configure your script to execute on other different browsers. In the next tutorial we will take a manual test case, very simple manual test case, and write our script, automation script in Selenium, and then try to execute in different browser. Now after that we will cover the WebDriver architecture in a bit more detail, so that you can understand what exactly we are, you know, the steps we are writing in our automation. Along with that, I'll also come up with the Java for Testers tutorial series, which will explain you core Java that you will be utilizing in the Selenium automation. So hope you liked the tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.